What's going on, guys? It's Power 105.1. Nyla Simone here with a very special guest all the way from the West Coast. We got Blxst in the building.
What's the deal?
How are you?
I'm good. I feel like I'm on top of the world right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. What makes you feel like that?
I'm just living my dreams in the simplest form. If I had to just narrow it down.
Yeah.
Living my dreams.
Is it because your last project did so well, or because of the new project, or is it because of the nominations you got, or winning Best New Artist, or is it the platinum record? Like, which one is it? I don't know. I can't keep up with you.
Yeah, it's definitely a combination of everything. Just seeing it all unfold, I'm just using it as motivation right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you've been grinding for a really long time. When you put out No Love Lost, did you really see it being that pivotal?
Nah, not at all. I feel like No Love Lost was just my way of saying I want to start my catalog. I thought I was gonna be able to tour probably around my second project. So as soon as I put that out, and it was just an EP, it took me all the way to London, took me all across the U.S., and it was surprising for me.
That's dope. Nah, I went to your DC show and it was packed, and everybody knows your word, the words word for word. Crowd interaction was crazy, stage presence was crazy.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is crazy, just the EP, and then it went so well. I'm actually really happy to be interviewing you today here at the station because 2 years ago, I was like, man, there's this guy out of L.A. who was really good. His name's Blxst.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Shout out to Joe Budden. I just did his show yesterday, but you was the first person on the East Coast that ever, you know what I'm saying, that reached out and was showing love, so.
Yeah.
Gotta give you your flowers for
no,
that.
I was hawking you down. I'm like, nah, he's so nice. Then you dropped the deluxe. Then I'm like, okay, I'm going to LA and I gotta find him.
Yeah, that was dope, though.
Yeah. Nah, super nice. So, are you giving us a new project this year? What are we getting? I know you dropped a single.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm dropping a new project April 22nd.
Oh, wow. Soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're ready.
That's 2-3 weeks. I don't know when this coming out, but yeah.
2-3 weeks getting a new project. So what's this project about? What's it called? Who's on it?
It's called Before You Go.
Okay.
I think this is my first time saying the title, actually.
Before You Go.
Yeah, to me, it's just a transitional piece. It's kind of like a sequel to No Love Lost in a sense, as far as even the visual aesthetic to it. Like for No Love Lost, we did a 4-part video series. For this one, we kind of led with the same vibe as far as a 4-part video series. So you're just going to see the evolved version of Blxst. The music is bigger, just got more experience, more things to talk about with me being on the road and me just growing as a man.
Yeah. Dang, based on the title, I'm already in my feelings low key. Cause I forget which record it is. It'd be like, you be tripping all the time, we don't spin.
Yeah.
Oh, Be Alone.
Yeah.
And then now it's like
Before You Go.
Before You Go, what's going on? It doesn't get better.
I like that you feel that way, but it's more so personally like a note to myself. Like before you go, leaving some of my old ways behind and transitioning to the person I'm destined to be. That's kind of how I look at it.
That's fly. Damn, I'm excited to hear that. Definitely excited. Who you got features? Because off your first EP, you already came with crazy features. Ty Dolla $ign, fucking West Coast legend Dom Kennedy. Yeah. It's like, yo, for you to be an indie artist and be pulling off the plays you be playing is kind of crazy. So who can we expect on this new tape?
So I got my boy Aaron Ray on there.
Nice.
I believe he's from Cincinnati, but I'm a big fan of his music. I got Zakari on there, a single with Zakari that's already out called Sometimes. Then I got the biggest on there, Rose. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn, I already know that's going to be a smooth-ass record.
Yeah, for sure.
That's going to be smooth. So for people who, I guess I'm going to backtrack a little bit for people who don't know who you are, because, the East Coast is kind of late to the West and to the South. Who is Blxst? How long have you been making music? I'm already a stan, but I just want the listeners to tap in.
Man, I'm a young kid from L.A. I would just say very hands-on with his art, a student of the game. I came in producing simultaneously. I do all my cover art, post-production on videos. That's pretty much how I came up. And I made a name in my city just producing for other artists like Kaylin For Real. I had a record on Kendrick Lamar, Problem, YG.
Oh, wow.
Early on, so that kind of gave me my leeway into making my own music.
That's tough. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
With producing in your own city, have you watched the Kanye Yeezus documentary?
Yeah.
Did you feel like you were reaching that wall as well? Like, I'm not the best producer. I'm the best. You know what I mean? Did you feel like that as well?
I definitely feel like it was getting to that point. That's why I wanted to come out with a body of work instead of just putting out singles. A lot of people just knew me for singles out there. So when I put out No Love Lost, pretty sure
they
people
didn't have
took
no
me
choice.
serious then.
Are you still a one-man band now? Now that you've proved yourself to the world, are you still that hands-on?
I'm still producing. I can't do everything because everything is moving at a faster pace.
Right.
So I got a solid team, a good support system that helped me in like
Eagle Gang.
Yeah, you already know.
Nah, y'all are mad cool. I follow y'all page. Yeah.
So yeah, I pretty much lean on them for other things now, but I'm still hands-on as far as production, recording myself, mixing my projects, cover art. But yeah, I let them handle the business side.
I respect that. When it comes to the producing, you know, what I think I really appreciate about your project is that it still gives me West Coast vibes, but it's not too West Coast. Like it translates well. What do you think is like the sauce in that?
Man, that's a good question. I couldn't tell you because I feel like I bleed that LA sound, you know, but maybe it's the subject matter that I'm speaking on in the songs too. That kind of crosses over to where everybody can relate to it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's intentional. Like when I do my music, I still want to represent my roots.
Yeah.
But I want to reach the masses with my message at the same time.
Yeah. That is what you're definitely doing for sure. I was going to ask, how do you feel, like you and Ty Dolla $ign, I feel like sonically are like the hook masters. Like put y'all on the hook, y'all are great. When y'all did y'all get in the studio together to do Chosen, or was that like?
No, not for Chosen.
Okay.
We definitely got in after that.
Okay.
But I've been knowing Ty even before that we got in.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. That just happened to be the one that
you produced for Ty too?
I think I did before a minute. This was a long time ago. Before Ty Dolla $ign was even Ty Dolla $ign.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. This was way earlier.
What is like? It's funny because when I talked to Money Long, she was saying how, you know, as a songwriter, kind of like the same thing with the producing. Like nobody was really taking her serious because she was a songwriter, and now it's just good to be on the other side. Have you had any like, I guess, bumps in the road with people who didn't really believe in you, or is there like people on your list that you like? Nah, I gotta prove a point.
I don't know. I'm not that type of person.
Okay.
Just to build up. I can't think of the word.
No animosity.
Yeah, no animosity. Like I'm worried about myself, and I feel like everybody is putting my life for a reason for certain things. So I try to keep a level head at the end of the day.
I get that.
Yeah.
Now I gotta say, my favorite song that you dropped so far is "Don't Forget" with Draco.
Okay.
When you started the song with New Da Vinci Slides When I Step. I'm like, oh, we turned the swag up on this. The opening line was crazy. So when you dropped that 2-pack, both songs were great. I liked Fuck Boys too. Right. But Don't Forget that was a different one. What bag were you in? Because that was already after the deluxe drop.
Right.
And it was just something just to feed us. But like, where were you at? What made you feel like starting the song with New Da Vinci Slides When I Step?
I think the title of the project, really, which is Just for Clarity, is just like a state of mind I was in, like proving that I'm here to stay for the long run. And my humbleness is kind of my image, you know. But I wanted to talk my shit too because people sometimes be having me.
I like that you do it in the record and not in real life. Like, you're actually mad cool. You're not like, but the music, that was what I needed too. Cause I feel that I'm mad humble, but niggas need to know. Yeah, definitely. Dang, man. Well, being that you got that collab before he passed, were you guys like tapped in before that record?
Nah.
Oh.
Actually, when he had got out of jail, that was around the time I had tapped in with him. And
he started going crazy, good features.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like he was dropping project after project. But now he was genuine. He showed love out the strand. We just worked on the song. And I felt like it was good for the city, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I reached out.
Yeah, that was hard. LA has been facing a lot of tough L's as of late.
That's a fact.
Yeah. You could feel it in the city. I see everybody, and what I fuck with about LA is everybody supports LA. Like everybody's rocking Nipsey. Everybody like there's murals, Draco, Nip, and I guess LA culture is just so different. But I fuck with that. What would you say it was like growing up in LA?
Growing up in LA for me, it was fun early on. Like I just remember riding bikes with the homies, just doing kid shit. But you get to a certain age where you realize it's certain territories you can't go in, or different hoods and different people. But I had the opportunity to move with my father, like high school years, to the IE, which is like an hour outside of LA. So that gave me a different outlet, and that's kind of how I got into music, just being bored at the house, experimenting. I appreciate both sides because LA gave me that edge, but moving out gave me my creativity.
I feel that. So now you've traveled the world, you've been everywhere. What's your favorite city? Is it still LA?
It's gonna have to
Easy.
be LA for sure.
It don't gotta be. I'm from Maryland. My favorite city is Atlanta.
Really?
For sure.
That's disrespectful.
I mean, I love it. I mean, all right, I'm an Army brat, so I travel a lot. But I lived in Maryland the longest. But Atlanta, it's just a lot of black people that are willing to help, and there are a lot of creatives in Atlanta as well. So I feel like I fit in really well out there.
Yeah.
So that's why I love that.
There's a lot of black empowerment.
Yo, what? They make you feel, every time I go to Atlanta, I feel so proud to be black.
Facts.
And that's what I fuck with about Atlanta. So that no shade to, it's not that Maryland sucks. There's great eats, there's great people, I love it. But I just so what was your favorite city to visit?
Good question. I'm gonna say probably New York, just because it's so not what I'm used to.
They made you bring out the North Face.
You know what I'm saying? I get to get fly out here. But I just like the fashion out here. Everything it's a different pace.
Yeah.
It's just the complete opposite of LA.
Tell me about
it's
it.
good to switch it up.
Yeah. And while you were on the East Coast, I saw you was at Dreamville Fest.
Yep.
Man, how was that?
That was lit. I think Dreamville Festival was crazy because, the umbrella of Dreamville, they fans really appreciate the music, art. So it didn't matter who you was. I seen people that I never even heard of, but the fans was still going crazy because the art is just that good. I like how they hand select the artists too.
Yeah. Great lineup. Like, great lineup. They had DJ Drama, of course, all Dreamville, Earth Gang, Ari, Rico. It's like everybody, what I say separates Dreamville Fest from like other festivals is like you said, is the art. Like each artist really cares about the art.
Right.
It's people that's cut from a different cloth of like caring instead of clout.
Yeah.
Talk
about it.
So that's what. How do you? I mean, now that you're getting bigger, more success, how do you weave out like people that's just fucking with you for clout?
That's a good question. I think just not oversaturating myself, like thinking about what I want to look like, what I want to represent first before I consider anybody trying to enter my realm. And I think I do a good job of that, just being self-sufficient. I don't really have to outsource for many things. So,
yo, a lot of people aren't as self-sufficient as you are, and I don't even think people realize like you got a joint venture with Red Bull, and you're big into. I was talking to somebody on your team, Carl, and he was telling me about just how y'all handle y'all money, how you invest, like. That's moves that usually OGs in the game do, but you're doing that off the gate, which is crazy. So I guess just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, shout out Carl, folks. Shout out Vic. Those are my business partners at Eagle. And they pretty much allow me to be me, a creator, and but also giving me gems in this business. Like, I was blessed to have a solid system to where I can understand and learn the business as I'm still being new. So I made it was intentional to, like, as soon as I did my deal with Red Bull, to get a label as well, do a joint venture. So I'm able to put other people in position, able to give them the game just like they gave me the game,
So we got artists coming out of Eagle game?
Of course.
Who we got? Let's talk about them.
Shout out Jay Million. That's one of the artists on the roster right now. We still building the team up.
Okay, cool. Let me know if you need help finding some people in New York or Maryland. I'm tapped in. I got you.
Give me some recommendations for sure.
I got you. Blxst, thank you so much for coming, pulling up on me, chopping it up. Always a pleasure. Please shout out your gram. Let people know where they can stream your music. And you said April 22nd.
April 22nd. Before you go, It's your boy Blxst. You can follow me all platforms BLXST, but it's still pronounced Blast.
Thank you for pulling up. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe if you like what you see. Until next time, guys. Peace.